welcome to In the Doctor's Kitchen. On behalf of the American Liver Foundation, I'm Dr. Lisa Van Wagner from Northwestern University in Chicago.
And I'm Dr. Donald Jensen from Rush University in Chicago. And as liver specialists, we've come to realize that diet and nutrition are important parts of managing patients with liver disease, but it's a part that we don't spend very much time talking about.
It's a great point, Don. And so what we're hoping to do is to share some of our favorite tips and tricks for incorporating healthy eating into your lifestyle by teaching you some of our favorite tools for cooking in a healthy way.
So let's take our lab coats off, put on our cooking frocks, and let's get started.
Sounds great.
So Lisa, what do we have on the menu now?
It is breakfast time, Don. So we are going to make a PVC breakfast sandwich, which is one of my favorite things actually to make all the time because it's a great way to get some protein in the morning and a great way to get that extra serving of vegetables in. So what we have here, I've laid out all of our ingredients. We have some spinach, baby spinach or regular spinach, doesn't really matter. We've actually importantly taken the woody stems off and just kind of tore this up into a bowl here, about a cup or so of spinach. We have some olive oil that we're going to use as our cooking oil. We have a little pepper for some seasoning. We have a little bit of Dijon mustard, and here we have our avocado, which again is going to be a great source of fat, also filling us up through the morning to kind of get us through the day. And what we've done is we've just cut this avocado up, we've stuck it into a bowl and just mashed it up with a fork. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all is I'm actually going to go ahead and start getting the spinach sautéed. So I'm going to actually take about a teaspoon of olive oil and I'm just going to add it to my pan here. And while we're waiting for that to heat up a little bit, we're going to go ahead and take this mashed avocado that we have here.
Looks like guacamole.
Guac for breakfast. Who doesn't love that, right? Huevos rancheros. All right, we're going to go ahead and add the Dijon mustard. All right. And we're going to go ahead and add some salt, some pepper. Hello. And then we have a little bit of lemon juice. With avocado, as you probably know, the avocado likes to oxidize and turn brown and disgusting, and nobody likes to eat that. But this also gives it a nice brightness in the morning. So you can, if you don't like lemon, you can use lime as your acid. I mean, you could use orange if you prefer to use that, but I like to do the lemon juice. And this is just juice from half of a lemon that we're going to add in here. And we're just going to mix that all up.
And avocado is one of those fatty foods that's actually a healthy fat.
Yes, very healthy
and
fat.
Sometimes when you say fat, people think everything's bad, but there's healthy fats, and the fat in avocado is one.
Exactly, and you know what? Olive oil is another great example of that. It's a healthy fat choice, and you know, again, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration recommends a certain amount of fat in our diets, and fat plays a really important role in keeping us full.
And it should be somewhere between 25 and 35% of your total calories.
Exactly.
Should be from fat. So
Exactly. So our oil should be heated up now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to add this to our pan here, and we're going to go ahead and just let this cook down. Basically, you see here, the leaves start off big. You're going to go ahead and just kind of coat this in the oil and let this cook down. And you can always too, if you want, you can just kind of add the cover back over here and just let this steam saute. It takes about a minute or so.
It just softens.
It just softens the lettuce, so you get that, just that nice flavor and stuff on your spinach as well while that's cooking. While we're waiting for that, we've got our avocado toast part ready. What we can go ahead and do is we can actually, why don't you go ahead and stick those in the toaster so we get our toast going. Excellent.
I can do that.
Thank you. Good job. And then we've got our eggs. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and I like to crack the egg into a bowl first. I just think it's easier to work with. So we're going to go ahead and just crack our egg here, one whole egg. And then just get rid of our shells there. Just go ahead and rinse off my hands.
So when we talk about eggs, a lot of people, for years, we were taught that eggs were bad.
Right.
But there's been a rethinking of sort of the nutritional value of eggs.
Well, big time. The old wives' tale and the myth was that eggs raise your cholesterol.
Right.
And we used to say that for years and years. Right. And actually a lot of data has come out, as you said, that eggs do not raise cholesterol. Right. And actually incorporating eggs as a healthy source of protein in the diet is very important.
So in the egg, the yolk, the cholesterol in the egg is in the yolk.
Yes.
And that's actually not so bad, but PBC patients who might have high cholesterol might be thinking they should never have an egg because of that cholesterol.
Right. And no, that's not true at all.
Right.
So it's actually completely healthy to do and completely healthy, and it's not going to increase itching symptoms or increase symptoms or xanthomas or any of those other things that can be complications of PBC. It's not a problem at all. Right. So what you can see here that we have with our spinach, you can see, look how much that half a cup is just cooked down there, and that's going to serve as a topping now on our muffin. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this from the pan. I'm going to stick this back in our bowl over here.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah, it's really quick. And literally this breakfast all together, I mean, takes like 5 minutes to put together. It's not long at all. All right, so now that we've got our oil in here, now if you can, if there's still a lot of oil left in here, which we actually have from the spinach from it cooking down, you don't have to add more oil to the pan. We have quite a bit here. I'm just going to probably do about half a teaspoon more of oil just to make sure we can get our egg and it doesn't stick to the pan. And so we're just going to go ahead and add that to the pan here.
And a lot of people think about using butter or bacon grease, which
there
is
are
probably
multiple, yes, there are multiple fat choices you could do. Some people, you know, again, it depends on some of your preferences. Again, olive oil is a nice healthy fat choice to use. There are some versions of some clarified butter that you could use called ghee or other things that might have actually a little bit better of a fat content in it than just pure butter. And that's another option that you could use here as well if you prefer that flavor. But I actually love the flavor of olive oil, so it works well with the flavor combination. So we're going to do an Overeasy egg. I actually find eggs to be challenging sometimes, and so I think it's really helpful to look up on the internet how long to cook an egg for the consistency that you like. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to slide this baby in here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the cover on, and we're going to let it sit there for 2.5 minutes and don't touch it. Time's up. Here we go. Perfect. All right, so what we're going to do, we've got our egg here. I've gone ahead and just remove this from the heat. All right, I'm going to just loosen this a little bit on here. Perfect. All right, and so we're just going to take the avocado spread. We're going to spread it on 2 halves of a English muffin here. We have chosen, by the way, a whole wheat English muffin. Again, getting that fiber into our diet in the morning. It's going to keep us nice and full. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the spinach. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and slide this egg.
Looking
perfect.
Good.
Now the other thing you can do, depending on your taste buds and what you like, you could add, you know, a little bit more pepper to it. And then sometimes I like stuff spicy. You could add some hot sauce in the morning if you want some hot sauce on there. So our muffin is ready. And you can see we're already starting to spill over onto our egg there. And then you also notice too, our other side here, we've got some fresh blueberries, great source of antioxidants. This is probably about 1.5 cups of blueberries, but about 1 cup of blueberries, it's actually very low calorie. Berries are very healthy, and so adding that as a side is great as well for breakfast. So instead of choosing juice, try to choose whole fruit, whether it's berries, eat the whole orange, whatever. It's a much better choice than choosing a glass of juice.
Always better than the juice.
Always better than the juice.
And well rinsed.
Right. The other thing, and the most important part of my morning, is coffee. So.
And you know, there's a lot of people think coffee's bad for you, but there's more and more evidence that coffee, particularly in liver patients, is a good thing.
It's very good. There's been a lot of research actually showing that up to 5 cups of black unsweetened caffeinated coffee can decrease risk of liver cancer by up to 40%.
Yep.
And that's been replicated in multiple studies now. So have a latte for your liver. There you go. So we have our coffee here as well. We're going to drink it black, no sugar, no cream. We have our fruit, and we have our breakfast sandwich. So I'm going to go ahead and cut into this. And you have yours. I'm going to get some yolk. There we go. Well, that's really good.
It was excellent.
Very good. So, you know, again, lots of protein, extra vegetables in here. It's going to fill you up way more than a bowl of cereal in the morning.
And it'll stick with you. So it's not going to be something in 2 hours you're going to be looking for a snack.
Exactly. I'm ready for my day. How about you?
Me too.
All right. Thanks so much, and we look forward to having you join us next time.
Thank you.